Alright guys, we are back in Grow Garden on Roblox, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about 10 pets that you need to be using in Grow a Garden that pros are using, and this is why they are so rich. Now if this video sounds interesting to you, make sure to like and subscribe, and watch all the way to the end so you do not miss any good information. Now let's get into the video. So as you guys probably know, pets are a very important feature in the game, and there's very rare pets to very common pets. And well, in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 10 pets that you probably don't know exist, don't know the ability, and how much you are wasting out on. Okay, now, the pets I'm going to be talking about in today's video isn't going to be something extremely rare or extremely obvious like a mimic octopus. So the first pet we have on my list here is blood kiwis. Now, if you don't know what blood kiwis are, they are a very good pet, and there are three different blood pets. There's the blood owl, the blood hedgehog, and the blood kiwi. And the ability of a blood kiwi is to every so often goes up to an egg with the highest hatch time and reduces its hatch time by about 50 seconds. Now, how much it reduces it by does go up as you age it. But that's only so good. The better thing about it is it increases egg hatch speed by 20%. That is also very good if you are opening a bunch of eggs. But again, one of them isn't very good. The good part about the blood kiwi is actually stacking 7 or 8 of them, and well, you speed up the egg growth exponentially. Yes, that is the first pet I will be talking about, which completely breaks the game because pet eggs that take 4 hours to hatch go down all the way to like an hour. It is wild. And equip these with some other pets later on, and you will be farming 1% pets like there's no tomorrow. Alright? So that's the first pet, the blood kiwi. Now, the second pet on my list is actually going to be the seal. The seal is still an obtainable pet from the rare summer egg with a 10%. And the seals are just such very good pets. Let's say I've hatched a ton of these eggs thanks to my blood kiwis. Now I want to do something with them. Now I have all these pets that I want to go sell. Well, instead of just selling them for the shekels, you can actually get the chance of getting the egg back, and that's with the seal. So if you have a bunch of pets that you're selling and you want a chance to get the eggs back, well, equip some of these seals and then boom, there you go. Now, doing that is only so great, and I'm actually going to tell you the way to actually be using seals. Obviously, you can be using seals on bug eggs, paradise eggs, mythical eggs. Yes, that works great. Even Zen eggs. That's what I'm going to be doing. And some other pets later on that I'll be showing you. But what I highly recommend doing is farming up and trading for a bunch or just asking your friend, getting alt accounts, and just trying to get a bunch of trash old pets from limited events. Those could be honeybees, those could be raptors, those could be literally anything. But what this does is this gives you a chance to sell them for the egg equivalent of the pet. You equip 8 of these seals, and boom, you'll be getting an egg every couple sales, okay? Seals are just wildly good, and you can get those rare pets from these eggs. So yes, the second pet is seals, and I highly recommend using them. Now the third pet on my list is a pet a lot of you guys know about, and it is used by many, the Triceratops. You guys probably have heard of the Triceratops method and the sprinkler method and just combining them. Such a good strategy, and it's how people get rich in this game. They farm up massive bone blossoms or candy blossoms with their Triceratops and sprinklers, and they just get an alt account and have a Kitsune steal them. Triceratops can make you a trillionaire really quickly. What they do is, well, the ability is kind of broken. It's honestly just so good. And I hear a lot of people talk about it, but they don't talk about how it's still useful in modern Girl Garden. Because now there's all these new other methods, but the Triceratops method is still very good. It rams into 3 different plants, advancing its growth by 33 millimeters. Okay, that is just crazy. You equip 7, 8 of those with the sprinklers, and then pancake stacks to focus where the triceratops are going. You will be getting absolutely gargantuan bone blossoms. Okay, just make sure you have sprinklers and space them out 30 seconds, and you are good. So yes, that is the third pet on the list. And the next pet I have on my list is the one and only ostrich pet. Now you have probably have heard me talk about the ostrich a ton on my channel if you have seen some of my previous videos. And I love the ostrich. It is one of my tips, one of my 10 major tips to basically become a pro in the game, and it's using ostriches. Now, if you are new to the game, if you are an endgame player, ostriches help. It really depends what you're looking for. If you want high-level pets, you need ostriches. Okay? I recommend using ostriches on almost every one of your eggs, unless you're down to your last few. Then you use the pet that's coming up next right after this. Basically, ostriches have a chance to give you an extra age 1 to 10 on a pet. Now, 10 would be the highest, and you have to level it up all the way to, like, level 100, and yeah. But if you have a full team of 8 ostriches, you will be farming, well, level 50 at least pets most of the time, and it is just absolutely broken, and it just breaks the game. And the best part about the ostriches is they are just from the paradise egg, for like a 40% chance, so most of the time you will actually get the ostrich pet, which is great. So yes, the fourth pet on my list is the ostrich. And now, one of my favorite pets in the game that is extremely underrated is actually going to be the Koiish. The Koiish was obtainable from the Zen event, and the Koiish just has a phenomenal ability. However, you have to use them correctly. So if you have all 8 Koiish down that you can place down, and, well, let me just show you the ability. Well, when hatching eggs, there is, let's round it up to a 4% chance to get the egg back. Cannot recover premium/exotic eggs. Okay, premium/exotic eggs are the eggs in the egg shop that can become rainbow. Those are the ones it cannot recover. But this can recover eggs all the way from the prehistoric event. You find raptors in your inventory, or not raptors, if you find dinosaur eggs in your inventory, you can get them back. Okay, so this is such a very good pet, and I will be using them instead of the ostrich. This is a more for any game player method, but I will be using those instead of ostriches while I hatch the eggs, so I can keep my around 1,000 Zen eggs for a couple hundred more at least, to hopefully get a few Kitsune pets. So that was the fifth pet you have to be using, the Koiish. And now, the sixth pet is the Dilophosaurus. A lot of people, I feel like, have these. I don't know why. I go in public servers, and it feels like everybody has one. But whenever I want to see one, I can never find one. It's this little guy, and he is amazing. He's a lifesaver. You get a giant rainbow, you're going to be getting level 100 pets in like 5 minutes. It is just crazy. There's actually a nerf to it recently, and the nerf hasn't even affected it that badly. The Dilophosaurus basically spits on fruits with venom that spreads to other random pets, advancing cooldown by 41 seconds, or granting 500 XP. Now, I say 500 because I'm pretty sure that's the base value of the pet, but as you level it up, it goes up significantly. Significantly by a lot. So, highly recommend getting Dilophosauruses, at least 4 of them, and leveling them up and putting them into the mutation machine to hopefully get good mutations. Now, the 7th pet on this list is a basic pet, similar to the ostrich, the Copybar. The Copybar is just one of my favorite pets in the game, and I don't know if it's between how it looks or something else, but it looks so cool, and it is such a great pet, guys. Comment down W Copybar in the comments, because it honestly is just such a great pet. All pets within 16 studs won't lose hunger. It just won't lose hunger, which is so good for AFKing overnight. And will gain 5.39 XP per second. It's a great pet, and it just gets better as you age it. Now, personally, I am looking for a huge capybara. Guys, if anybody has one, please comment down below, because I want one so badly. Not one with the massive mutation, just a huge one at birth. If you have them, please comment down below, and I would be willing to trade. But that's not the best part. It is legendary, and it's in the same egg as the ostrich, the paradise egg. So I highly recommend farming up paradise eggs with seals and koiish, and hopefully getting an army of capybaras. So yes, that is the 7th pet on this list, and now let's move into the next one. Now the 8th pet on this list is actually going to be the starfish. The starfish is such a great pet, and I will tell you why in a second. I'm going to be honest. The starfish isn't one of those pets that's like great for helping other pets, but it is great for getting the free upgrades in the shop or putting it into the pet mutation machine. I put this one guy in just like 2 days in the pet mutation machine a couple times. But I'm going to keep inverted on it so I can get it to level 75, because then it's going to be traded in. This pet basically just has a broken ability. So if I place it down, just like this, you'll see gains an additional 10 XP per second. Then the inverter provides an additional 30% boost. Equip these with Dilophosauruses, you can be farming high-level pets really quickly. So yes, that is the 8th pet on my list, and now let's get into the next one. The next pet on my list is actually going to be the squirrel. And the reason why I have it very close to the last pet is because it can be only really helpful to really end game players and completionists of the game. I really feel that the squirrel is way too overlooked, and I overlooked it until I saw Crowblox's video. So shout out to Crowblox for showing me this feature, which was right in front of me this entire time. So if I place down the squirrel real quick, look at the stats. A 10% chance to not consume a use when using the reclaimer, and gains additional XP per second. So at the very least, you can just use this for farming up upgrades in the shop. But that's not what you should do. If you are someone who likes giant fruits, then this pet is for you. You essentially have infinite reclaimers, because it has a 10.5% chance at just level 3, and that goes up as you level it. You have 8 of these that are like level, or have like 15% chance. Boom. That's 100 right there. 100% chance you get your reclaimer back. And basically, you have one reclaimer, and now it's an infinite reclaimer. And you can farm up those huge plants, or just those rare seeds you can just keep getting back. So yes, the 9th pet on this list is the squirrel. Highly, highly recommend checking it out and using it. And now, what we all have been waiting for, the final pet. And I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this. I am very surprised that they would ever add this thing, but it's the Mochi Mouse. I have a ton of these, and you need a ton. You need 8 of these to make them work good. Let's just place down this Mochi Mouse, and let's look at the stats. All active food type pets gain additional 1.6 XP per second. Already great if you have a ton of food types pets. But then every 10 meters of the pet gains an additional 500 bonus experience points. You know how good that is. You could have any pet and it's going to be gaining a ton of additional XP per second. 8 of these is just crazy. Okay, you are just farming like crazy. Trade them in for shop upgrades. Try to get that ascended mutation. It doesn't matter, because you are going to be rich if you use that pet. Okay, those are all the pets I have for you guys for today's video, guys. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe and join my Roblox group, King Flag Family. And I'll see you next time.